Yeah, I'm really happy that we are getting into the flow again of making music, producing music, being creative.
This is where actually the struggle was. We both had a different vision.
It's not like the connection is gone. We actually realized that for the time being now, this is exactly where we need to be.
And they just play, and then suddenly there's like, oh, this is a nice melody, and oh, what you're singing is nice, let's make a song out of it.
Came into being there, it was just completely improvised. And then just the words came to me, Edge of Water.
So finally we made Edge of Water.
Yes, that song was on our list for a long time. To finish it, to produce it, to record it properly.
We played it for the very first time in May 2024 in Soundgarden.
I think it was June.
Or June. And it was our first ever together concert. And I remember it was like the whole thing was improvised.
Yeah. And it just came into being there. It was just completely improvised, and but like in the real song structure, it was just there.
And what I actually really love is that we have the first video from that concert. Yes. We have it, so we actually have the very original creation of like it was never played before, even not in another place for ourselves.
Even not by us together before ever. It was just a pure inspiration.
Because this is actually how songs are created by musicians. They just improvise and they just play, and then suddenly there's like, oh, this is a nice melody, and oh, what you're singing is nice, let's make a song out of it. I love to show this to people.
Yeah.
That they see how it evolves from this beginning to then the actual song.
Yeah.
And we were looking to it yesterday, and in the beginning I was hearing that you were finding the melody of the song in the vocals, and then it slowly came, and then I picked in, and this is just the song that we now finalized because of
Yeah, I was feeling, I saw it as well myself, like the first recording, and I was feeling into this watery quality that you were playing with the melody, and I was immediately in this watery realm. And then just the words came to me, Edge of Water. Yeah, it was so cool. And we played it actually a lot of times afterwards, live.
Yeah.
But we never made it to record it properly, but now it's there. And it has a music video that's actually also a story.
Yeah.
That it's worth telling.
Yeah, I remember that day how much wind there was at the seaside.
It was so cold.
Yeah,
it was so cold.
You will see it in the music video, like our hairs, but it was really nice. Also with the drone, because it was a completely different day.
Yeah.
There was a lot of wind, and that creates actually more this flowy and energy of the song, so it was really perfect.
Yeah. And I loved cutting it. I know you were like, don't make the effort, and just a small teaser is fine.
Yeah.
But I was so like, no, I have to make a video out of it. Yeah, I had no idea when the moment that song was created on that concert, on our first concert, where it would take us there. Because at that moment I was still actually having another life. I was still having a life in Vienna, having a job and everything else.
Yeah, it's actually also the concert that changed everything from then on.
Yeah. I mean, yes. And the meeting.
And the meeting before. It was not so much before.
No, it was 3 weeks. Yeah, I came to Corfu for the first time, actually, in May 2024. I came to be part of a retreat. Yeah, I'm not sure how many details to say because there are actually a lot of details that are very important that would have led to us not meeting.
Yeah.
Because I remember that I even rebooked my flight, so I had actually a later flight. The retreat center is on the top, and then on the left side you go down to Arillas beach. And I used to go down to the right side for my swims and for my walks. And then I remember one evening, like the third evening or something, I said to my teacher, I'm gonna go down now on the left side to Arillas and I'm gonna find my luck there.
And who did you meet? Oh no, I was a representation then of that luck.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. And then I went down there, that path, and there on the corner at the beach, there was a guy playing music with a huge speaker, and that was you. And right when I arrived there, the song that you played, I knew that song. Mm-hmm. And there was like all this magic started there. I was like, I'm walking there for the first time in Arillas. The moon is shining. It's like getting evening.
I think it was sunset.
Yeah,
yes.
It was sunset. Yeah. And then there was a song that I know, someone's playing it, and I was just hanging around there. And
yeah, because I saw you hanging around and walking around the area where I was sitting. I was like, I felt your presence coming closer. I was like, I should talk to you. That was what I felt. So yeah, I started talking to you. You remember the first sentence?
Yes.
What was it?
Are you gonna go in the water?
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
And I said, no, I was already in today.
Yeah, and then, yeah, I don't know what we talked about in the beginning, but you asked to put a song on the speaker. Mm-hmm. It was like a Bluetooth speaker. And then you put a song on, and I was like, wow, it's actually a really nice song. And then I realized it was you.
Yeah, you were looking at like, huh? Is that you?
And in that week, at the end of the week, I was playing ecstatic dance in Soundgarden. And I just felt very strongly immediately like, hey, do you want to sing with me on the set? And then that same week on Sunday, you were playing or singing with me at the end of the set.
And it was my first ecstatic dance
as well, yes.
ever.
Yeah.
And I loved it. I loved it. That was really a cool experience.
And that's where the spark came.
Yeah, the moment we played together, we made music together, there was like, what is this now?
Yeah.
Something clicked, something like, it was really something epic, like a long forgotten memory of lives and past things that was like finally clicking together. Mm-hmm. That was the feeling. And what I even find more crazy is that our first meeting was recorded as well. That I found out afterwards, like a bit later, because one of the retreat participants later came to me because she didn't know me before, but she was just there as well. And she just filmed around at the beach, and you can see us on her video, and you can hear the song, my song that you played there. And then she sent me the video and I was like, oh my God, she filmed the first seconds or minutes of our meeting. And we have that video. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's actually the same feeling with Edge of Water. We also have the movie from that song.
Yeah.
When it sprouted.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy that we are getting into the flow again of making music, producing music, being creative. Because it was not the case the last weeks. And yeah, I was struggling with my own things, with recovering actually from the tour and getting into my routine and trying to learn how I function best and what is needed for me, with a lot of time on my own and yes, and everything else that I need for my nervous system to recover. And yeah, for you there were other challenges?
Challenges of where I want to be, and when you're not fully accepting where you are, all the rest is also not flowing properly. So yeah, I just realized that everything is coming from this point of being present and fully accepting where you are, and this was where the challenge was, like and also in Vienna, so we were in Vienna for a while. I was used to the island life for 5-6 years, but now I feel that I'm more accepted being here, and that's also why it's easier going, creating, and especially being more relaxed, more calm, not so nervous, or it's actually anxiety. When you're not fully accepting where you are, there's like this tension between where you are and where you want to be, and this tension or this distance creates anxiety. So yeah, I'm feeling much calmer, and you also, I feel that you're also more recharged, or you're more back to yourself, and yeah.
What made the switch for you? Because I remember we had like one conversation, and
that conversation made the switch.
And after that it was really also for myself. I mean, I'm not sure if I was picking up on your topic or if it was also I think it was also my topic of where I want to be, but it was so strong for you that you don't want to be here. But in that conversation a few days ago, we actually realized that for the time being now, this is exactly where we need to be. And everything is provided for this period of time where we stay here in Vienna.
Yeah, because there's no distraction here. Like when you're in Corfu, it's nice weather, you go to the beach, there's always something happening.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's not so much distraction here. That's actually what we needed. And then we didn't realize it, like, yeah, but actually it's just the perfect environment for us to create music.
Yeah. It's so funny. We feel like, we're not connected anymore, or we're not in the flow. You know, you were saying, like the flow when we were in Arillas, like everything comes on your way. You were finding the place to stay for yourself. You were manifesting me a partner where you can do the music. You had that wonderful job experience. And so everything was super easy coming, and then you get out of that environment and then you feel super lost, while actually you're still, it's not like the connection is gone, I don't know, at at some level, I believe we are always where we need to be.
I don't have to necessarily build up something here. I can just do my thing and then continue somewhere else or everywhere in the world. So, and it's this contrast, it's this mind conditioning that was causing me, like, blocking myself from being here. And this is where the connection is lost. And I thought it was because of the environment, but it's else. The connection was lost because of my conditioning, my belief that when I don't want to be here, I'm not going to do things here because it doesn't make any sense. This was the conditioning. There were things not flowing with the recordings, and then we just push it again on the side. And
yeah, it's crazy how much you can struggle in your mind. Like for 1 year, I was like, please, let's do Edge of Water. And like you had your own struggle there, and I had also...
I didn't like something, and then, yeah.
And then how much had to happen until it then plopped, and then we did it in 2 days.
Yeah.
The recording, the producing of the song, and the cutting of the music video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you explain what was for you there the challenge, or how did it feel for you?
Yeah, the challenge when you were 2, you really have to stand fully behind how it sounds, how the build-up is, how for my part the piano is, how your part the vocals are. And this is where actually the struggle was. We both had a different vision, and it felt like we couldn't make an agreement or like something in between, and that's why it's actually was procrastinated all the time.
Because what is for me important is like really my vocals, because of what's that look?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, let me finish. Because of the way I work also as a sound medium. So when I have this moment like, okay, it's coming through now. And then I had one recording that we did 1.5 years ago where I felt there's something coming through. And it's usually the first take or one of the first takes even when I record.
That's the best one, yes.
And that's why it's so important for me to take then this one recording.
I understand, yeah.
And that was also the struggle. But I'm happy that the last part, this very floaty part, made it into the song now, because this was actually the most intense transmission of my voice. Yeah. It was like so floaty. Yeah. And then we built the song.
I think we need to step out of thinking that we're begging or selling, or because I think it's okay to share where you can find it.
And the reality is that we're not getting paid for what we're doing. How many hours did we sit with that song? How many hours did I cut the video? How much time and resources? And we don't have to say how much we get from streams, because it's really nothing.
Yeah. That's for another episode, a topic.
I find it so hard to advertise it without feeling like I'm begging for something. I find this is really actually a topic for another episode. How that makes us feel as musicians, where it's like not usual that we get paid at the start of our career. It feels like we have to beg for everything, and for attention, and for...
It's investment.
Yeah, it makes me feel stressed in my tummy.
Would you love to share where you can find the song?
I have to do it because it's my challenge. So you can find the song on all platforms, and you can also buy it on Bandcamp for a free donation. And you can watch the video on YouTube.
Oh yes, as well.
We will put the links for you to find it.
Thank you for watching, and wish you a beautiful day or night. And
sorry, that sounds so cheesy.
And see you next time.